Hello and welcome. Let us discuss this question that came in the year 2021 and is related to Indian agriculture. The question is, how is permaculture farming different from conventional chemical farming? The statements are: number one, permaculture farming discourages monocultural practices, but in conventional chemical farming, monoculture practices are predominant. Second statement, conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity, but the occurrence of such phenomena is not observed in permaculture farming. Number three, conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid regions, but permaculture farming is not so easily possible in such regions. And number four, practice of mulching is very important in permaculture farming, but not necessarily so in conventional chemical farming. Now, 2-3 concepts are here and we will try to look at them one by one. First of all, permaculture and chemical farming. Permaculture is basically integrated system that promotes multi-cropping. So, the residue of one crop can become fertilizer for another, and the process carry on. Whereas the chemical farming is suitable for monocropping, because what we do in chemical farming is we provide input, various inputs like fertilizers, herbicides or pesticides that is best suited for single crop. We cannot provide one fertilizer or one herbicide that is suited for different crops at the same time. So that's why chemical farming is best suited for monocropping, whereas permaculture is best suited for multi-cropping. And best example of permaculture is agroforestry, where different types of crops are grown at a time. They do not produce waste. Why? Because the waste or residue of one is used as an input for another crop, whereas in this type of farming, farm residues can be easily seen. Also, in chemical farming, as far as inputs are concerned, then fertilizers like urea, DAP or MOP, urea, DAP, that is diammonium phosphate, or MOP, that is muriate of potash, this is diammonium phosphate, which basically provides phosphorus to the soil. Urea provides nitrogen to the soil. Diammonium, this is diammonium phosphate. And muriate of potash provides potassium to the soil if they are deficient. Or herbicides, the commonly used herbicide in India or around the world, around 80% of herbicide are basically glyphosate. So what we require is intense preparation of the field as far as chemical farming is concerned, but in case of permaculture or farming, we do not require such nature preparation. Hence, permaculture farming discourages monocultural practices, but in conventional chemical farming, monoculture practice are predominant. So this statement is correct. Second statement, conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity. What happens as far as inputs are concerned? We have already seen that we provide herbicide, fertilizer, pesticide. Along with that, we provide irrigation. When we provide irrigation, then if excessive water is there, because of then the salt from the soil comes at the ground level through capillary action. They come here, and as when evaporation happens, they get settled here. So this soil, the top layer of the soil becomes saline. Whereas such occurrence is not observed in permaculture farming. Now, conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid regions, but permaculture is not so easily possible. This statement is incorrect. Why? Because since we are providing irrigation, because of which the soils are becoming saline, and over a period of time they loses fertility. Soil fertility declines at a fast pace as far as conventional chemical farming is concerned. Because of this, it is not possible in semi-arid region, whereas permaculture is basically natural way of farming. So this is possible in semi-arid region. As far as practice of mulching is concerned, so what we do in mulching, is we cover the additional layer. Suppose in this layer crops are grown, this is the crop rows, then we are covering this additional layer with either leaves or farm residues to inhibit both the growth of herbs as well as to decrease the rate of evaporation, so that soil becomes less saline. So in case of chemical farming, we are providing herbicide, so we do not require such nature mulching, whereas in case of permaculture farming we require mulching. So mulching of field helps in these two things. So that's why practice of mulching is very important in permaculture farming, but not necessarily so in conventional chemical farming. Hence, our option will be B, 1, 2 and 4. So B is the correct answer.